I paid child support for 9 years without missing a single payment. The one time I asked a question, my ex-wife called me a monster. For 9 years, I wired money every month like clockwork. Showed up to birthday parties even when I wasn't welcome. Never complained about the system that left me eating ramen 4 nights a week, while Karen lived comfortably in a house I helped fund. Karen made sure everyone knew I was the bad guy in our divorce. What she forgot to mention were the 3 affairs I discovered, or the way she'd disappear for weekends smelling like someone else's cologne. The judge set child support at a number that destroyed my budget, but I paid and kept my head down. I'm a financial manager, promoted twice in 5 years. I make more now, but I still live in a 1-bedroom apartment and drive a car with 160,000 miles. Karen hasn't held a steady job in 3 years, but she's constantly posting spa days and weekend getaways. Every time I pick up Timmy, he's wearing worn-out shoes while she's carrying a new handbag. Last month, her lawyer demanded a 30% increase in child support. When I asked for an audit, Karen exploded, called me controlling, posted on social media about deadbeat dads. We met at a coffee shop. I brought 9 years of payment records and asked for transparency. She didn't even open the folder, just said I'd always been controlling. That's when I said it. After everything you did during our marriage, I think I deserve to know the truth. I need a DNA test. She went completely still, then laughed and asked if I was seriously going to punish our son because I couldn't let go of the past. I'm not punishing anyone. I just want to know. She stood up, called me a monster loud enough for everyone to hear, then walked out. 3 days later, her lawyer agreed to the test under the condition I continued paying support during the process and covered all costs. I scheduled the test downtown. Karen brought Timmy in without saying a word. The results took 2 weeks. When the notification came through, I was sitting in my car outside a grocery store. I opened the attachment. 0% probability of paternity. Karen didn't reach out after the test. Not a text, not a call. That told me everything. Then I got an email from her lawyer about the child support increase. Like nothing had changed. I hired a lawyer named Jennifer. She looked at the results for 10 seconds, then laid out my option. Terminate support immediately, sue for repayment, or walk away completely. I signed the paperwork that day. Karen's campaign started, posted everywhere about how I was abandoning a child I'd raised for 9 years. She didn't mention the affairs, just painted herself as a struggling single mom and me as a monster. Jennifer told me not to respond, so I watched my reputation burn while Karen played victim. Then things got complicated. Karen named the biological father, a guy named Greg. His lawyer filed for his own DNA test. Suddenly there were 2 legal battles. The hearing was early November. Karen's lawyer displayed photos of me and Timmy, text messages, even a Father's Day card. Karen sat dabbing her eyes. Judge Hayes asked one question. Did you know or suspect during the marriage that the child might not be his? Karen's lawyer stumbled, avoiding a direct answer. Jennifer presented the DNA results, the affair timeline, and the fact that Karen demanded more money while hiding information that would have made me not legally responsible. She argued fraud. Judge Hayes ruled in my favor 2 weeks later, terminated my child support, ordered Karen to provide full financial documentation for repayment. Greg's DNA test came back positive. The state started pursuing him for support. Then Karen made her biggest mistake. My bank notified me of unusual activity on an old joint account from our marriage. Someone had charged $8,000 to it over 3 days. Karen had been using it sporadically for months. Now she'd panicked and grabbed whatever she could. I filed a police report. The bank confirmed the signatures didn't match mine. The IP address traced to Karen's apartment, and they referred it for prosecution. The final hearing was mid-December. Karen showed up with a public defender. Her original lawyer had dropped her. Judge Hayes reviewed everything. The paternity fraud, the account theft, the forged documents, the decade of deception. When Karen's defender tried arguing desperation, the judge cut him off. Desperation doesn't justify fraud. The ruling. Karen ordered to repay $60,000 in child support. Placed on probation for financial fraud. Lost primary custody of Timmy. Timmy placed temporarily with Karen's parent, while custody between Karen and Greg was determined. Jennifer said the repayment would take years, that I'd probably never see most of that money, but at least the truth was on record.